So, for any chosen folks watching this video, I guarantee you right now, you are the only one that's going to relate to this, nobody else. Because anybody else are probably these types of people. You can't be around just anybody for long periods of time. You can be around just about anybody for shorter periods of time, but as long as you get yourself around people, just anybody for longer periods of time, you're going to start to see things unfold in front of your own two eyes. These are things I've experienced in my early 20s. And it's made me have a completely different outlook on humans and how fake most even friendships are. Family relations and everything else, bro. Most of the time, people's truly, genuinely just using you. They don't really care that much about you as a friend. They don't really care that much about you as a family member. They don't really care that much about you in ways you might think. These are things that I've seen at a very young age because, bro, the way I took my friendships, like, bro, I slammed bodies on the pavement for some of my friends before. At parties, at beach parties, at barn parties, cottage parties. Got into fights. Some of our community versus a different community, we had like rivalries going on, like it was crazy. And those were in some of my high school days, but like, that's the point. Like, bro, I took my friendships very seriously. I will attack people for my friends, for my family, for people I care about. Loyal to the bone. But other people, bro, when you start to see time go on and people are tested in certain situations, you start to see things very clearly. And it's an unpleasant reality to deal with. I didn't deal with it well, bro. Like, when I was younger, I deal with this stuff very well today. When I was younger, I didn't deal with it well. Like, I lost sleep because of this stuff, bro. Like, any fallout of any friendships, it felt like a breakup, bro. Like a relationship breakup that you didn't want to lose the person and you feel betrayed. You feel not good. And this is exactly why chosen ones, all this stuff happened to me because of my own destiny and my calling. Like, if I was just like everybody else, this stuff wouldn't be happening. Probably not. It's because of what's inside. And whenever I started to go after things in life of what was inside of me and what I knew I had to do for myself, that's when you start to see others around you start to betray you, start to act funny, start to form against you. That's when you start to see those things happen. And it's a very unfortunate, breathtaking reality that you yourself have to fight through. Because I used to be that person with all the friends. I was always a likable person. But when you start to get results, bro, and you start to stand out, you become indifferent from the people around you because of what's inside of yourself and what you're starting to do with your own life. It started with me in the gym. I never took anything that seriously in my life, and whenever I did, the results started to show, the jealousy started to form, people start to form against you, they get in their little clans and their groups, and they literally go against you when you're the one that used to be in these groups with them. I used to view some of these guys like brothers, and you know what? Not every person in these groups went against me. Not every single one of them. There's a few people I'm still cool with to this day that I used to be friends with. A few. Not all, but a few. And we're just living different lives. It's all good. The odd time I'll see them and stuff and we'll have a conversation, but that's how life goes as well. Like, that's how it should have went even with everyone, but unfortunately, when you are chosen, they have a problem with you, bro. You don't have a problem with them. You don't have a problem with nobody. They have a problem with you, which is why they're going to form against you because of jealousy. And this is my exact point. This is why chosen ones can't just be around anybody. My circle continued to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Like, bro, I remember in my high school days, I had 1,000 and some friends on Facebook. And the closer I got to graduating high school, I would weave that down a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. When high school was over, I weaved it down to like 500 friends. And then it was like you weave it down to about 350. And then you weave it down to about 250. Then about 200. Then about 150. Then about 100. Then about 60. And then it's like, why do I even have this app anymore? And then I got rid of it. It's like, that's what happened. And then I started an Instagram page and started truly being who I am unapologetically. Not being who everyone else wants me to be. I'm being me. I'm going to share my life's work, my life's progress on my Instagram page. This ain't about nobody else. But guess what? When you're in school, when you're around everybody else, it kind of is about everybody else. It's like, don't do things that's going to make other people mad. Just be a particular type of person to just fit in. That is some BS, bro. That is some BS. And I slowly stopped doing it, and I slowly stopped to care because I started getting away from people. It's like the curse of caring too much of what people think. I got rid of that, bro, at such a young age, like so much younger than everybody else, because most people go to school after high school and stuff. I did not take that path. So people continue with that mindset. They don't want to be disliked by anyone. They don't want to do anything wrong. They're on eggshells. So most people continue that on into their mid-20s, into their late 20s. I got rid of that, bro, by 18, 19. Small circle, sticking to my work, sticking to my guns. I have a purpose. I'm going to find it. People's dislike me because I'm going to try hard in life. Well, try less, guys. Go and try less. Let me know how that works, because I'm over here trying more. I want to find out what I'm made of. I want to find out what God put me on earth to do. And guess what? When you move that way, bro, because you're chosen, people's going to hate you. People's going to go against you. People's going to say some unflattering things to you. People's going to slander your name. All sorts of stuff is going to happen to you, because you're beating everyone. And it's not that you want to beat everyone. I try to get people to come with me. I try to everyone to come up, but no one wants to come up. Everyone wants to just be nothing, I guess. But I knew I was always something. Even when I was messing up, when I was in my later teens, I still knew I was something. I knew I wasn't going to do that stuff forever. I'm just experiencing this stuff, experiencing house parties, experiencing women, experiencing relationships for the first time, experiencing some alcohol, some cigarettes, some weed. I knew I wasn't going to keep doing that stuff forever. Like that's just what's happening right now in my life at the time. But everyone else, bro, they take that shit too far. They keep doing it far too long, into their 20s, into their mid-20s, into their 30s. And it's like, you done absolutely nothing, buddy. You done nothing. Are you proud? I experienced it, and then I put it to rest. I got disciplined. And when you get disciplined and no one else does, that's when people get mad. That's when you become indifferent. That's when you're not like them no more. They get upset. You're not upset at them because they're not. They get upset at you. Why? Because you're doing better. People want to see you do good. Never better than them. When you become better than them, that's when it's a problem. That's when the jealousy shows. That's when the jealousy forms. That's when the envy forms. That's when, once you're family, once you're bros, once you're boys, once your clique goes against you. And that's when you start to see this world for what it truly is. And then you meet new people. Then you meet new friends, and you become very selective. You're just a professional on earth. You're not messing around. You're not a naive person. You understand when people's not on your level, they get upset. You understand as a human, When people ain't you, bro, and they're not striving for more in their own lives, they're going to go against you. They're going to go against you because you're indifferent to them. You've done more. You've done better. And they're not attempting. Because even if they were attempting and rising themselves, they wouldn't be that way towards you because they understand this life. It's people that don't understand the ambitious life that's going to go against you because they don't understand what it's like or what it takes. So that's what's going to happen. They become lackadaisy in their own lives, and when you're not, and you're always striving and pushing for more, these are the people that's going to get upset because they tell themselves, I work hard. Bro, I had people coming up to me that was mad, like, I work hard. Da, da, da. It's like, bro, everyone works hard to a degree, but it's not about working hard. It's about making the sacrifice that you will never make, that 90-some% of people on earth will never make. That's what it's about. Are you willing to give up holidays? Are you willing to give up family? Are you willing to give up things? It's almost like you join the military group and you get sent away. Like, are you willing to make that sacrifice? But it's not that way, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm just relating it to that because you live this life so locked in on what you're doing. It's a sacrifice, bro, that you're making to move mountains in your own life. UFC fighters sacrifice the majority of their lives in the gym. Getting punched, punching people, getting submitted, submitting people, going through the trenches, training, grueling, bleeding. You don't get to the level of UFC caliber, you don't get into the rankings, you don't become a champion without giving pretty much all your life to that. And even when you're not doing it, you have to rest properly just to do it all again. It's a big sacrifice at the top. At the top of anything, you're going to have to make the sacrifice. And I suggest doing whatever is in you to do, make that sacrifice. You were chosen to do it. Literally, that's what being chosen is, and not everyone's chosen. Not everyone makes that sacrifice towards something. And that's when you start to see the reality of this world, bro, whenever you become that person on that path. You start to see family, friends, things go against you. You start to see the jealousy form. There's people right now, bro, that I know, and it's like, I know how things are trending. And mark my words, they will be jealous. They're going to try to hide it, but they will be jealous, mark my words. Some already are. And it's because you're going to do things that they're not. You might have the type of relationship life that they will never have. It's when you can do things that people can is when they seemingly get upset. They are seemingly jealous. You just can't let that stuff turn to envy. You can't let that stuff take over to the point where it's like you write that person off completely, because that's how I felt a lot of people went against me like. And a lot of you as well probably relate. People let that stuff get the best of them, bro. People let all that jealousy turn to envy, and they literally despise you that much because you make them that jealous, because you're doing things they can't. You have that relationship they don't have. You have certain things they don't have. And it's like they allow it to make them that mad to the point where they will literally make you out to be an enemy. They turn on you hard, bruh. And to me, that's extreme weakness. Extreme. You're showing how weak you are. You're not showing strength. You're not showing the ability to keep calm. Even when something makes you a little bit jealous, you can't keep calm. You let it just come out. You just like start attacking people because you feel a certain way because they're doing certain things, and it's ridiculous, bro. Like, there's nothing anyone could do in the world to make me feel that way. There might be things people do that rub you the wrong way, but it's like I can let anything just slide. I don't focus on things or people too much or involve myself in things or people too much. It's like I can just, like, I'm just like the air, bro. I can just let things just move, just whoosh, like flow. You want to be flowy in life. You don't want to be forceful or anything like that. You want to be flowy. And that's what a lot of people struggle to do. Like, people are trying to force things out of you. People are trying to force you to be a certain way. I can't do force. You have to allow things to be flowy and just flow. Like, it's that simple, but people don't make it that simple because once you rub them the wrong way, that's when they get forceful towards you. Like, and that's when all hell breaks loose. But just understand, folks, that if you were chosen for something, don't know what it is, but when you were chosen for that something, you will experience this and you will understand fairly quick how things must be with people. Must be. You can't let just anybody in. You can't just let anybody close. You can't just let anybody in your home. You can't just let anybody in your space. I know how to deal with people, bro. I know how to deal with narcs. I know how to be like borderline friends with even narcs. Like, not friends, but like a cool acquaintance that might have like a lot of narcissistic tendencies. I know how to handle them, bro. I know how to do it. Because I know people like that where I come from. There's a part of them that's like good, and that's the part where you're like kind of cool with them, but it's like, you know how to not be around them long enough. You know how to manage and you know how to deal with these people to the point where they don't do things that affects your life. It's not like I get close to a person like that. It's not that I'm going to let them in my home and stay around me for long periods of time and there's no chance. I know how to deal with these people. That's the smartest thing you can do. You know how to maneuver in this world. You know who's good for you, who's not. You know how to keep your distance with certain people. Not everyone's going to be perfect for you, brothers and sisters. Not everyone's going to be perfect for you. And if you think that, there's something wrong with yourself. No one's going to be perfect for you. Your wife ain't going to be perfect for you. Your best mates ain't going to be perfect for you. No one's going to. You have to know how to deal with people the best and operate that way, because no one's going to be perfect. Nobody. Not me, not you, not them, not nobody, bro. Your dog ain't going to be perfect. Dog's probably borderline the closest thing to perfect, but guess what? It's still going to shit in your floor. It might chew your furniture. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to know how to deal with certain things. You know how to deal with people. You know how to put certain people in categories of whether it's like one of your brothers, one of your close mates, if it's an acquaintance, if that's your girl, if that's some side chick, like whatever it might be, like, you have to know where people stand. And whenever you know where you stand, that's when you're going to get to know where others stand with yourself. It's about truly knowing yourself first. When you truly know yourself, you can truly know others. And that's very important. It's about keeping yourself safe and not putting yourself under the water where you're going to get taken advantage of, where bad things might happen. Because I was way too good, way too loyal to people in the past, and I didn't understand how drastically life can just change. The drastic changes of life. Didn't understand it. I understand you can grow as a human. I just didn't understand how brutal things can get whenever you give loyalty to people. You expect it to be a lifetime type of thing, regardless of who you become, regardless of who they become. And it's just not how it works. You can't below the people that stab you in the back, bro. You're going to have to cut that cord. And that's just the way things go. This stuff comes with wisdom. The reason I know as much as I know today is because of what I've been through. And what I've been through is seriously underrated. Like, most people have no clue, bro. Everyone's been through stuff, but it's like everything I've been through, like, I'm just so damn good at learning about it. I'm so good at making the right decisions when the baddest things happen. Like, I'm too intelligent to just keep getting played by something, or just like, I learn quick. I'm a fast learner. I can adjust quick. Very adaptable. And I get life. I get people. I get psychology. I understand how things must be. And yeah. But anyways, guys, just keep yourself safe. Don't be blindly loyal to people. Like, I only made those mistakes when I was seriously young. And when you're seriously young, you will do those things. But the quicker you understand life and people, and even yourself, most importantly yourself, the quicker things are going to get better. So I suggest in doing so. I'm out.